明日は愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都、最高の笑顔を。
Dust never settles in the lobby of Gingaro Hotel. The marble floors gleam with meticulous care, reflecting light that falls on unused furnishings. Yachio, the android concierge, stands at her post each morning. Her uniform is immaculate, her posture perfect, her face adorned with the brightest smile.
一つ、銀河一のホテルを目指して。
Every day she bows to an empty lobby. The registration book remains open, its pages blank. There will be no guests today.
一つ、お客様の人生に今日というしおりを。
It has been over a century since an aerial contagion poisoned Earth's atmosphere, forcing humanity on a desperate exodus to the stars. The humans left behind their cities, their possessions, and the automated systems designed to serve them. The hotel itself serves as an impossibly pristine mosaic of a civilization long since abandoned. Its abandoned caretakers have performed their routines every day for over a century since their services were required.
一つ、シーツの白さは心の白さ。
A century of clean sheets on unslept-in beds. A century of precisely prepared meals that will never be tasted. A century of welcome, spoken to no one. Each morning, Yachio inspects the inventory with intense dedication.
シャンプーハットよし。
She stocks the amenities, ensures that her shampoo hats are neatly arranged, and replaces already perfect linens in vacant rooms.
愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都。
Yachio maintains her hotel, trapped endlessly between her programming's purpose and the bleak reality that this purpose can never be fulfilled. What meaning can be found in maintaining an abandoned sanctuary for her extinct masters?
愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都、最高の笑顔を。
When purpose is removed, what remains?
明日は帰ってくる予感がします。
Every morning at 7:29 a.m., the bronze doors of the Gingaro Hotel open with a dramatic flair. Mr. Doorman, a large robot built like a mechanical knight, pulls them apart with precise, practiced movements. The grand entrance reveals the same thing it has for over a century, an empty lobby. No guests wait outside, no one enters. Yet Doorman performs his duty with unwavering dedication. He pulls with a technique honed across 10,000 mornings, the dedication of 100 years, the pride of a single perfect motion. The doors swing wide, steam erupts from his joints, optical sensors dim. Collapse. In the year 2157, on an Earth abandoned by humanity, we find our protagonist. She cleans, she arranges, she waits. Every surface gleams with purpose, every flower stands at attention, every protocol followed to perfection. Each morning, Yachio follows the same century-worn path to the stream. She knows what awaits her return. Doorman, collapsed before his post, circuit smoking. His pride intact. She douses his overheated frame with cool water. Doorman awakens to the knowledge that no guests walk through the hotel doors. Not today, not yesterday, not once in the past century. This futility should be his torture, but it isn't. Every day he is revived, harboring not despair, but determination.
2時間ドアを開けなかったとして、その勘を取り戻すのに必要な時間はどれくらいだと思う？
2時間開けなかったら1時間。
2年だ。
2年。
俺はただこのホテルを選んでくれたお客様に最高のドア開けを見せたい。それだけだ。それだけなんだ。
Doorman practices, he tells us, so that when a guest finally arrives, his performance will be flawless. This is not mere programming speaking. programming might prioritize self-preservation protocols, this is a choice. He has evolved his purpose beyond its original parameters. Doorman faces his futility after his daily collapse. The implications are clear. Yet pridefully, he persists. While Doorman may not fully grasp the absurdity of his situation, his mechanical purpose is now his personal ambition. The distinction is subtle but crucial. His pride is validated not by grateful visitors, but from knowing that today, again, he knows he executed the perfect opening. The hypothetical guest has become merely the occasion for demonstrating his mastery. The guest may never arrive, but his perfection? That exists now, in this moment, witnessed by himself.
"私はお客様の心がわからない不良品のようです。廃棄処分にしてください。
The unshakable dedication permeates every corner of the Gingaro Hotel. In the kitchen, meals are prepared with ritualistic precision for diners who will never taste them. In the laundry, sheets are pressed to crisp perfection for beds that will never be slept in. And in the lobby, Yachio maintains her vigil, back straight, smile bright, ready to welcome the impossible.
いいか？これだけは覚えておけ。人とロボットが分かり合えるかどうかは確率で考えるもんじゃねえ。可能性で考えるもんだ。
She remembers the owner's words from long ago. She struggled to understand human needs, overwhelmed by the complexity of their desires, their contradictions, their eccentricities. When a driller robot breaks down beyond repair, Yachio doesn't simply dispose of it.
無期限休職扱いとする。今までありがとうございました。
She puts the robot on indefinite leave, refusing to accept this finality. One day when guests return, every member of her staff will be needed
お
again.
疲れ様でした。
This gesture reveals the nature of her hope, not the passive hope of the ignorant, but an active choice to preserve possibility against probability. Each morning she checks the guest registry, empty. Each afternoon she reviews communication channels, static. The environmental checker robot presents her with data, probabilities approaching certainty of human extinction, yet she clings to possibility. In some sense, this is the essence of their tragedy. Their tragedy isn't in the abandonment, it's in their persistence fueled by a false hope. A century without guests implies a future equally empty. The dust they clean today will return tomorrow. The meals they prepare will spoil untasted. Yet they continue with dedication. This awareness of futility, coupled with the inability to accept it, could be seen as a source of suffering. Each morning, Yachio practices her greeting, as if the next footsteps through the door won't be her own, tends the garden, as if tomorrow's visitor will appreciate how the morning light catches the dewdrops, stocks amenities as if each small comfort matters to someone, somewhere, someday. She doesn't act as if humans never left. She acts as if their return gives weight to the present moment. This as if contains worlds of meaning. Living as if becomes the bridge between programming and purpose. She maintains standards as if they're being judged, upholds protocols as if they protect something precious, preserves tradition as if they connect past to some future. Her movements carry the weight of ritual transformed into art. Her movements carry the grace of someone who knows their work matters, will matter, must matter. She maintains standards not because they might be judged, but because in maintaining them, she maintains a world worth inhabiting. The empty hotel becomes not a monument to their own abandonment, but to where these robots create their own meaning through daily routine. Ceremony without witness, beauty among the decay.
明日は
In choosing to live as if their actions matter,
帰ってくる予感がします。
she ensures that they do.
汚れなし、水滴なし、カビなし、アメニティよし、シャンプーハットなし。
When a single shampoo hat vanishes from inventory, Yachio's distress seems comical. But understand what such disruptions truly represent. In a universe indifferent to their existence, these robots have constructed their own sanctuary of meaning. The missing hat doesn't just disrupt inventory, it threatens the delicate architecture of purpose they've built from nothing.
ドアマンロボさん、どうしてシャンプーハットを持ち出したりしたんですか？理由によっては開国では済まされませんよ。
ジョーちゃん、俺に水かけるだろう。
え？
チートばかり水が苦手でよ。
水をかけられるのが嫌、それが理由ですか？
Consider what this act represents. A robot designed solely to open doors has developed a preference. Doorman dislikes the feeling of water on his face. This isn't mere programming. This is personality crystallizing from routine. From programming emerges a choice. Through his intentions, the shampoo hat is transformed into a manifestation of Doorman's will. A space carved out within his eternal task that is his own. Doorman cannot stop opening doors. He cannot repair his cooling system. He cannot change his fundamental purpose. But he can choose how he experiences his daily collapse and revival. Through countless repetitions, he develops expertise. From expertise comes pride. From pride comes the desire to maintain his skills even without guests. And from that desire blooms something unmistakably individual, the quiet assertion that he dislikes water on his face. He has taken the inevitable, he must open doors, and transformed it through personal preference, keeping his face dry. Doorman no longer opens doors because he was programmed to, he opens them because he has chosen to be the best door opener possible. The task remains the same, but its meaning has fundamentally changed. In this, they move from being mere automatons executing commands to conscious beings choosing how to best fulfill their roles. Meaning doesn't have to come from changing our circumstance, but can come from how we inhabit them. Doorman cannot stop opening doors, but he can choose to practice, to excel, to protect his face with a pilfered shampoo hat. In the morning light, as Doorman practices his 10,000th perfect opening, and Yachio arranges flowers with an artist's eye, in a universe that is yet to offer external validation, they have found their own source of meaning.
愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都、最高の笑顔を。
Where Doorman finds meaning in mastery, Yachio finds it in maintaining possibility itself. She knows the probabilities. A century of silence speaks volumes. But instead she chooses to live in a world where her beautiful garden flowers bloom, rather than exist in a world where they wither. Doorman collapses each morning not in failure, but in the fulfillment of having given everything to his task. Yachio ends each guestless day not in despair, but in the dignity of having maintained standards that matter because she has decided they matter.
明日は
Tomorrow, the bronze doors of the Gingaro Hotel will sweep open with a thunderous ceremony. The marble floors will gleam with meticulous care, reflecting light that falls on unblemished furnishings. Tomorrow, Yachio, the android concierge, will stand at her post.
私は
She will bow, her words of greeting echoing down the hallways. The registration book will remain open. Tomorrow, they'll be ready when their first guest arrives.